Now we're doing things. Meet the ultimate hard drive, Johnny Mnemonic. Gotta love a lot of good XRP symbolism in Johnny Mnemonic, if you guys don't know. But yeah, let's change this one up, actually. Appreciate everybody jumping in, by the way. Thanks for hitting the like on the way in. Thanks to any new subscribers to the channel. And much love to the Blue Crew, Green Giants, and Ledger citizens. Guys, I am not a financial advisor. I'm not a pro trader, and I'll never tell you what to do. I am always wrong, but the Blue Crew is always right. This is the worst show with the best community, and we certainly got the best community jumping on in today. We got Hustle Hard Crypto coming on in. We got Tim Shea jumping on in. Appreciate you guys. Thanks for hitting the like on the way in. You guys know it helps attract more Blue Crew, helps send, boost those notifications a little bit, helps boost the algorithm. We're itching along on this channel. I got to make a second channel and just repost these videos on that second channel and see if there's a difference in terms of traction there. But that's going to take some time, and maybe we do that going into the new year. Maybe we do it today. Who knows? Josiah Turner, appreciate you guys jumping on in. TLOS or TLOS? I like that mix. TLOS, TLOS, man. The TLOS. It is TELOS for the full name, but TLOS is the ticker. And man, it got some good news in the past week, you guys. TLOS is now available to buy on Coinbase, and that's pretty big. Take some DEX. It's bridge, like some DEX integration with it allows for Coinbase listing, but not. It's interesting. You can't buy it with your, let's say your debit card or credit card or whatever. You can't buy it with that. Apparently, it's not allowed in the U.S. yet, or Coinbase U.S. I think it's Coinbase U.S. or maybe it's Coinbase California or whatever. But TLOS has a Coinbase listing, but the way you get TLOS is we get it through Coinbase app, but you got to get some USDC or USD in your wallet, in your like cash wallet. And so when you have I just do USDC, right? Just like whatever. I just maybe convert some of my other cryptos on Coinbase into some USDC into TLOS. But anyways, this crypto, we got to save it. We got some other deep reds for you guys, and I want to go through the show, but definitely very, very excited for TLOS, without a doubt. Layer 1 crypto, and we'll get into some of the specifics and details. I appreciate everybody jumping on in. Much love to the Blue Crew. Hitting the like helps this channel tremendously, guys. If we can get about 50 likes for this stream, that would be out of this world. Helps us keep doing what we're doing here. And shout out to the Green Giants, and shout out to any new subscribers helping us get to 6K. It's another week, and it's another crypto. It's another dollar, and we're freaking accumulating while it's in the deep reds, while the sentiment is low, while nobody else is trying to make you buy, while freaking candles are blowing up, right? Green candles are going, right? So let's do a little review of what deep reds in the past week have maybe made us some gains in a week's time. Some of these might be 24-hour, 7-day, hell, 30-day, 90-day gains, right? But hopefully those gains come eventually, and they certainly came for these four in short order. Self-chain. We've been talking about self-chain, man. SLF at 58% now in the past 7 days. This thing was right across the board at 2 cents. Went up to like 5 pennies, 6 pennies, now at 4 pennies, right? But still a good opportunity if you go to the yearly. It's still massively down on the year, but could have had that 58% gain and just enjoyed the green rise up possibly if it continues to go from here. Might have to deal with some volatility now that it has this 58% gain. It's a low cap crypto. Maybe it goes back to deep reds. Who knows? But that's why we go for the red across the board cryptos, right? We want to enjoy the ride up. Hopefully we catch them at a beautiful bottom, and we can make some filthy gains like 58% in the past 7 days. Evernote, EVR, 43% in the past 7 days. I think Evernote's waking up here, guys. Looks like Evernote's doing some things. Very nice to see Evernote up 43% in the past 7 days. Expector, looks like there's some XRPL connections here, some XRPL tokens making some noise. Expector's at 42%. Expector's gone up from a penny to 2 pennies now per Expector. 7 days, not too bad. Agent layer. We've been talking about agent. Agent is still down pretty well in the past 90 days or so, but 35% gain in the past 7 days. So we're going to try to do this every Monday if we can, or beginning of the week of our stream. If we happen to do it on Tuesday, that's so how it is. But you guys know it's like we have a random ass schedule. We try to stream around 3:30 p.m. PST daily, Monday through Friday. So we'll try to do every week a review of any deep reds that might have made us some really good gains, right? Gee, you go so fast. Sorry, I watch videos at 2x speed and I speak like I'm on 2x speed. And I know you guys probably, who are watching this later, probably put it on 2x speed so then it can speed through the stream a little bit quicker and you can just get to some of the good cryptos. It's a gaming ecosystem. TLOS is not a game. I think it does have some game in it, but it's a layer one crypto. We'll get into that in just a second. But Expector, yeah, Expector is metaverse. Expector is a metaverse, right? So those were the past week's greens in the past 7 days. What's up, Silver Days? Appreciate you tuning in. Much love to the Blue Crew. Everything's going to hit. Let's go, Quentin Miller. I love that. That should just be a shirt right there. Everything's going to hit. That's the type of optimism we need in life, man. No matter what, just moving forward, everything's going to hit, man. Who agrees with Quentin Miller there that everything's going to hit in this coming bull cycle? Appreciate you guys hitting the like and any new subscribers. Much love to y'all. Bloopity bloop in the house. What's up, dude? Good times and good vibes, as always. We got Spawn, Spheron Network, a community powered data center for AI workloads. $43 million market cap right now. It's pretty small. 4 cents, negative 33% down in the past 7 days. 1 billion supply. Kind of a fresh face crypto. This thing can tank. You just never know. I'm not going big time on Spawn right here, but I do like that it's a L1 community based powered data center. I mean, that's pretty forward looking. 43 million supply. I could see it going above 100 million, right? Just off speculation alone, right? So that takes us to 8 cents. I'll take the 2x gain, or maybe I wait for more. Maybe we go to $4 for Spheron Network, you know, if it really starts building some traction. But Spawn, not looking too bad in the deep reds there for a new crypto on the block. Edge Matrix Chain, EMC, all-time high was at $2.16. Now at 001. My gosh, what a fall from grace, right? We don't even need to go back to that all-time high. Negative 98% down all the year. 1 billion supply. GPU RWA in there in relation to your blockchain. So not looking too bad. All right, let's go into the main event. TLOS, TLOS, or TELOS, TELOS is the name, but TLOS is the ticker. TLOS is the ticker. 5 cents, negative 74% down. All-time high was at $1.44. It's at an $11 million market cap. I repeat, $11 million in market cap, 355 million supply. So pretty small supply. Looks like it's capped there. It heralds itself as a private deflationary token, an L1 that aims to be a layer 0 network, having other blockchains using building and using its consensus. And check out these partners and connections, guys. This is what got me with TLOS. First off, no ICO upon launch of the mainnet, no VC funding, right? Private deflationary token, L1 to L0 network. Anchor Protocol is a partner. Uphold is a partner. And Subquery Token is a partner in their ecosystem. This is fire for TLOS. It just has DEX approval now for transactions on Coinbase, so you can get it. That's like the most mainstream way to get a crypto, right? And the easier it is, the better, right? Give me a second. I got to close. So let me make sure my freaking. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, fire sale right now. So TLOS. What I do is I just converted some crypto that I maybe had on my Coinbase converted into USDC, converted into TLOS, done. Already doing some damage to that 355 million supply. An L1, that is 5 cents. This is like FLR at 2 cents in a way. If you like FLR, you probably like what's going, hey, if you like XAH, Zahao, around 5 cents. But TLOS claims to do 15,000 transactions per second. That is freaking ridiculous, right? And looking to be a layer 0 crypto, looking to bridge cryptos and provide privacy. Very, very excited for what we might have discovered here with TLOS, man. The circle, right? They love their circular symbolism as well. Can't sleep on that. We might have found the next Solana. Who knows? The TLOS, I want to do, dude, this is going to be the easiest possibly to get 1,000 of this crypto, right? Because TLOS with the 355 million supply, privacy focused, deflationary crypto, that supply is going to get, you know, that's, people are going to attack that supply in a speculative market, man. I mean, I don't want to say any guarantees or anything like that. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not a pro trader, and I'll never tell you what to do. But so far, hey, I might change my mind on TLOS next week. But this is the good, the bad, the ugly on this crypto. The ugly is nobody knows about it, right? It had no VC funding, had no ICO, right? So there's no major push that's going on, but yet it's on Coinbase. So I think this project's legit. I think there's a real layer 1 here building before our eyes. And hopeful, it wants to be like the next Atom. It looks like a layer 0. It wants to be like DAG, right? And you know how bullish we are on those cryptos, right? Double tap the screen for the like. Appreciate you. Chris has issues in the house. Fire, fire, fire. What's up, dude? So yeah, TLOS is the ticker. Hopefully you guys have found it. Once again, I'm not telling you to buy right now, buy, you know, whatever. I'm not trying to, I'll never tell you what to do, right? I'm just, you know, that's why I always put a question mark on the thing. It's not me telling you go buy it, right? But I'm liking what I'm seeing out of TLOS personally. And yeah, definitely had to scoop some up. Have at least 100, right? With a 355 million supply. You know what 100, so if you had 100 Solana back in the day when it was around like what, $1.25, $2, $5, $15, right? If you had 100 Solana, look at what that's doing for you. And you can stake it. You can stake TLOS as well. You can stake TLOS. It has its own wallet, right? I've known about this for 2 years. Did not buy in then for TLOS. Well, dude, I think there was different versions of that name, right? And I think this is the real TLOS. I don't know. Like, there is some confusion with the name. I don't know if it's the same project that has been around for a while, right? But I'm very excited just with that supply, that price. It's available on Coinbase. That's huge. I like cryptos that are like pennies worth on Coinbase or sub pennies on Coinbase if they have a real blockchain behind them, because that speculative market's going to come in. I mean, that's why we're excited with like measurable data token, less than 1 billion supply, 2 cents, you know, measurable data economy, which is so is going to be massively beneficial for AI, right? And the AI economy, right? Measurable data token, MDT, is built for a future that is not here yet. Same thing with XRP, right? XRP is really destined to do those micro payments, those streaming payments, right? HBAR as well, doing fractional payments, right? Within seconds, streaming payments, right? We haven't seen that future yet. We keep hearing about it. Hasn't come along yet. We keep hearing that the future is going to be machine to machine, right? Hasn't come along yet. So we're just freaking early, right? And we're getting exposure. We're going to own the measurable data economy. Do you guys understand this? This blue castle won't even, it could be built with measurable data token, with LOS, with FLR. Love it, man. Gee, could the market cap be 23 million with CAS on several chains? Yeah. Oh, for TLOS? I mean, it's, from what I've seen on Live Coin Watch, it's at 11 million. If it's 23 million, you know, I won't fight you over. I mean, 10 million shift is pretty important. But hey, I won't fight you over it. You know, if that's what the real market cap is, I might be misunderstanding the message there as well. All right, so yeah, TLOS, love the ecosystem, love what it's building. I love that it's down in the deep reds. That's the most important thing. Negative 74% down, 5 cents, 355 million supply. Liking what I'm seeing there. Dragon chain, the blue dragon. I got blue dragons flying around my blue castle now. That's covered in blue roses. We did it. You guys know I like the rose token. I like the DRGN token, dragon chain. Dragon chain now at a penny. 433 million supply. I actually like this more than TLOS because it's been around longer, right? And, you know, they really claim to be America's blockchain. Case is over. Negative 56. It's still up on the year by like a few percent, but it's negative 56% down in the past 90 days. Dragon chain, DRGN at a penny, 433 million supply. I'm liking that opportunity right there. And we still can't get it on Coinbase. That's what's freaking crazy about it, man. They really want to hold this one back. I just want to make sure I have the right one. Tim Shea, it's basically like a colored circle. The logo of it is like this like highlight purpley colorful circle. And it's TLOS for the ticker. Supply should be about 355 million. What's up with Corium? Dude, Corium's doing fine. Solo's doing fine. If you look at all the cryptos that are like the top tier cryptos that we like to think are, right? Like XRP, you just name them, right? Just XRP, HBAR, Algorand, hell, Sologenic, if you want to throw in the XRP ecosystem tokens. But, you know, we're talking about like, you know, XPR, XCN, these type of cryptos, all these like powerhouse type of cryptos have gone up at least close to 100%. Or 100% plus on the year, right? So Corium is in that lucky company. There's a powerhouse collection. Like these might have been already the chosen ones in the past year, and we don't even freaking know it. You know what I'm saying? Like these cryptos are well in the 100% gains in the past year, but people are treating it like, oh, it's a bear market. It's terrible, dude. These cryptos are up multiple hundreds in the past year, right? XRP, XLM, you know, others. Right, so Corium is 100+% on the year. I'm not worried about it. Sologenic, 100+% on the year. I'm not worried about it. Right? Yeah, white background, blue pink circle. Yeah, exactly. Mix. Yeah, that's the one I want. That's the one I want, man. I want to. TLOS looks legit, and if it's a 5-cent layer 1 blockchain, that, you know, I'm down. I've been seeing like in other cryptos that I've researched, I've seen, like another part of why I like this crypto. For example, like cryptos like NAI, right? Which we're bringing up here in the deep reds, negative 62% down, 001. I think it has energy web token connections, but guess what? It's also got TLOS connection, right? And if you look at the move, I don't know if this is connected with TLOS because it could be Tezos, right? One of these OS is going to be the Westworld Delos, right? If you ever seen the movie or the show Westworld, the company that created Westworld and all the machines and the AI is called Delos, DELOS. How funny. Just one digit. Just a 1-digit change. That's all you need. And you get TLOS. You get Telos, right? I'll call it Telos from now on, just to keep it in that same vein with the Westworld. But yeah, NAI, negative 62%, 001. I think it's a less than a billion supply, if I'm not mistaken. Looking like a really good AI based project there. Low market cap. You know, once again, can just do damage to that supply with 001s. I mean, it's like minimal amounts that we would have to spend on these, right? Just little flyers here, like $15, $25, $50. I don't know what type of money you guys are working with and what is small change for you. But, you know, for these type of cryptos that have low market caps, low supplies, low prices, like, dang, dude, you never know what that could do. Like when the bull cycle comes around, you may be really happy that you had one of these, right? Hell, people were really excited that they had millions of Doge when the bull cycle came around and freaking Doge went to the moon, I was not one of them. I thought it was a joke, so sold my millions of Doge, had millions of Doge. I was told it was a joke. I was a newcomer to the space. Didn't know I should just hold on to the joke. Could have been millionaire. And I love Osmo, man. Osmo's in the deep reds. Osmo's definitely in the deep reds. I think it's at around 16, 15 cents. Less than $1 billion supply. Could be staking it, right? Building up those staking rewards. Maybe trying to get like 1,000 Osmo, just like we're trying to get 1,000, TLOS if we can, and then make it go to work right away. Just put that 1,000 to work right away, right? Start getting whole numbers of it printing for you in those rewards before it starts to become just 001 here, 0002 here, right? That's what we like. Yeah, Osmo I love. Osmo I like, man. Osmo is like one of the brightest spots in that Cosmos ecosystem. And we have, if Forbes is 30 under 30 is any indication of buying the deep reds, right? Justin Sun, Forbes is 30 under 30. People made fun of him. Hey, I just look at the numbers, man. I see 2-cent TRX staying at 2 cents forever, going to a penny every now and again, right? Right across the board. Where's TRX now? TRX is standing strong at around 30 cents, dude. XRP is standing strong at $3 right now. SHX is standing strong at a penny plus, right? These cryptos are not down on the year. That's why we don't talk about these cryptos so much. We talk about the cryptos that are completely red across the board. Those cryptos that I just mentioned were there. And we were talking about them. Trust me, we were there. Oh, don't trust me. I'll never tell you what to do. But much love to the Blue Group. Yosef, what's up, man? Jason Roberts, does anybody remember what happened to Solana surplus from the cap? Dude, yeah, well, I was there every second of the way, man. I was bullish on FTX and Solana. Luckily, I just stayed bullish with Solana because I realized the FTX collapse. We were saying it on stream. This FTX collapse has nothing to do about Solana, the blockchain, and what it does, right? It was all on Sam Bankman-Fried's side. This is an FTX thing, not a Solana thing, right? Solana came back big time, right? We were there again. We were saying if it went back down, when it hit $200 the very first time, we called it. We're like, hey, we got to take some profits here. Have to. Comes back, and we said if it ever comes back down to $15, we are hammering Solana at that price. It came back down to $15. And look where it's at now, dude. Solana, solid right now above $200. All right, let's go into last two deep reds. And man, I'm really excited. I think I'm getting even more excited with PortX right here. PORTX. It's actually been up 12% in the past 7 days. Dude, this crypto was at the bottom of the pit. I felt like a crazy man bringing this crypto up because I think it has like a 2 million supply and it's at 0008, right? Can only get it on gate.io. But PortX, safely bridging tokens across blockchains with a single click. Decentralab created this project, and it looks like they've created other projects as well. It looks like Decentralab's a new face on the block. But PortX, we can do some damage to this supply, and it looks like people are starting to wake up to it, guys. We could have had this at 0007 when I mentioned it prior. Now it's at 0008. It went up to as high as 0009, y'all, in the past 24 hours. So PortX is looking like it's showing some signs of life, and chances to get $1 million are really tough. It would probably be that's like $800 in an not really well-known crypto, but hey, this crypto's got some energy to it, right? That supply, that price is just too juicy to ignore, and then it has a freaking X in its name, PortX, 0008 right now. Can only get it through gate.io, but man, we can do some damage with very little at this point, right? I don't know if we can get $1 million, but maybe we can get, 1,000, 100,000, right? It's a 2 million supply. I think it's a 2 million supply. That's what Live Coin Watch says. Could be 20 million, but we'll give it an extra zero. Still so tiny. Still such a tiny price. So PortX looking really good. Cellframe, our last deep red here. We haven't talked about Cellframe in a bit, but now we talk about it because it's in the deep reds. This thing has been going down, 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 and the flames are going higher for Cellframe. Cellframe's now at 21 cents. I think it's 50+% down in the past 90 days. 30 million supply, layer 0 crypto. I got to get a sip of water. Give me a sec. So Cellframe, a layer 0 crypto at 30 million supply, 21 cents now. We've seen high volatility with this crypto before. We've seen it go from 30 cents up to 70 plus. Now we've seen it come back down to 21 cents. Interesting to see what's going to go on with Cell. Funkadelic Research. Water is rated. It is rated. It's not overrated. It's not underrated. It's been rated. Peace and harmony. The Ronin Experience. Much love to you, man. Good to see you. Shout out to the Ronin Experience. Shout out to everybody here in the Blue Crew, in the Green Giants, in our Deep Red Alliance. But guys, I hope you enjoyed some of those new cryptos. We've been trying to shout out at least a new crypto per stream, trying to bring awareness to what could be a good opportunity with the Deep Reds across the board. Let me go over once again TLOS and TELOS. That's what it's called, TELOS. Why we like it, why we think it's an interesting buy right now. Recently just got added to Coinbase, but it can't be bought. I don't think it can be bought in California or USD or USA, but you can convert or get USDC to purchase it. You can't buy it with your debit or credit card. At least that I haven't been, because it says it's not available in my area. But if I do it with USDC, I can get some, right? And I plan to send it over to its respective wallet and make that thing start staking for me right away. And then, we'll enjoy the journey for what TLOS could possibly bring in this next bull cycle. Spawn, Spheron Network, a community-powered data center AI, 43 million market cap, 4 cents, -30. It's only been out for like a week or so. So it's a new crypto. It could keep diving, right? But it's at 4 cents right now with a 1 billion supply. I could see this maybe going to a penny, maybe going to double zeros, honestly. But I don't mind starting to chip away at a crypto that looks like, community-powered data center AI. It has the AI, I like, this is what, these are going to be like projects that we're going to probably see happening more and more in the future. Community-based, community-built, showing that true decentralization, right? So I'm interested to see what Spawn's going to do, especially in the early days. EMC at 001 Edge Matrix Chain, GPU RWA blockchain, -80% down or 98% down, 1 billion supply. We talked about TLOS or TELOS, 5 cents, -74% down, 355 million supply. Private crypto, deflationary crypto. So there's only going to ever be, and less and less, 355 million supply of TLOS. L1 to layer 0, evolving to a layer 0 network that will create its own blockchains using the Telos consensus. ANKR partner, Uphold in its ecosystem, SQT subquery token, no ICO, no VC funding on mainnet launch. TLOS looking like it's building a powerhouse right here of an L1 crypto, hyper scalable, 15K transactions per second. Liking the opportunities here. We'll see what ends up happening with Telos. ANKR is worth throwing out there, man. I think Anchor is still at around a penny or two. It's on Coinbase. Big time. I think it's Oracle Bridge or I'm confusing it with Band Protocol for the Oracles, but ANKR has good connections with XRPL. I think the XLM ecosystem, Cosmos ecosystem. ANKR is a real project. There's something going on here, and it's connected with TLOS. I'm liking ANKR is a good speculative hold. Looks like there's going to be utility of that blockchain in some way, shape, or form. Maybe not the token, who knows, but the token is there, right? And I think the token, it's either 10 billion supply or a billion supply. Dragon Chain, DRGN, at a penny, 433 million supply, -56% down in the past 90 days. Root Network, -89% down. 002, 12 billion supply. I mean, Root Network's good timing right now before the gaming hype comes back. People might have been picking up on the gaming hype when we were talking about Mana, M-A-N-A, has gone up into the 30-cent range now. This thing was going down into the, dude, this is still a wonderful deep reds for Mana. I can't stress it enough. These metaverse cryptos are going to have their day in the sun, and the ones that are like the Dino have been building and just continue to keep running and moving forward, right? ALOF is anchor related. Okay, I'll check out ALOF, man. Appreciate it. I wrote it down. But yeah, you know, I want to, those metaverse cryptos, Atlas and the Solana ecosystem just keeps building every year, keeps releasing awesome videos about it every year. Looks like it's actually developing into something, right? So, and who knows, maybe Star Atlas, like maybe its narrative, it's the first one to break, you know, crypto into the mainstream or something in terms of a gaming, you know, that a game, sci-fi game that uses crypto. So the Atlas token's an interesting one. Mana's interesting for sure. It's been around for a while. Celebrities have used it to showcase and advertise their, you know, whatever they're doing in it. You know, there's a strong community behind it. Mana under $1 is highly undervalued. This thing went over $5 plus in the bull cycle. So, dude, this thing's going to do numbers. People forget, like that 24-hour and that 7-day in a bull cycle starts to look ridiculous. It starts to go into the multiple hundreds of %, right? So that's what I'm expecting to see for when the hype cycles start coming around for the meme tokens, the NFTs, right? I think it's always the memes that kind of started off, right? So you get the memes, you get the NFTs start going, then people start looking into the details of all these cryptos and they start looking for supplies and, you know, start looking for games, right? The NFTs follows into the games follow into the AI follows into the RWA, so on and so forth, right? And then it comes back to Bitcoin somehow, and then we rinse and repeat. Bear cycle comes again. But appreciate everybody jumping in for this video. I'll go through a fast round of the deep reds yet again in just a moment. But once again, the past week winners for the Blue Crew: Self-Chain up 58% in the past 7 days, Evernode up 43% in the past 7 days, Expector up 42% in the past 7 days, Agent Layer up 35% in the past 7 days. DIA, SD, ABT are solid bangers. Okay. Put down DIA. We got ABT. I'll put down SD. What else do we got? Solid bangers. LL. Pirate Chain, best privacy tech. I don't know if I agree with you on ARR, but I have been mentioning ARR as one of the privacy-focused cryptos. I think XX Network is the better privacy crypto, and who knows, maybe now TLOS with it tackling privacy. There's also, I mean, chances are maybe ROSE, ROSE, Oasis Protocol is the best privacy crypto because it can provide decentralized recovery of assets. It's part of the Decentralized Recovery Alliance. But AAR, Pirate Chain, definitely a very interesting one, especially in just in the nature of, you know, piracy and privacy. AAR might be interesting without a doubt, but I'm going to definitely be adding, we have AAR on the thing already. We have ABT on there, but I'll add a DIA, SD, LL, and then ALOF. Thanks for the new cryptos, guys. Got to check those out, do some research on those. Got to do a little deeper research on Pirate to see if it truly is the greatest privacy chain ever created. An old one in deep red is Dent. Yeah, Dent is always a funny, silly one. If you want to go with that, Dent is that the dentist one? Denta Protocol? No, yeah. I mean, I don't want to, because you can't bash any crypto. You can't. Every crypto, even the ones that you may not agree with or do agree with or whatever, is going to have its day in the sun in a bull cycle. And ARR is going to definitely do its thing. It's a fun crypto. I mean, you know what? Got to stop putting a little dark cloud over this thing. ARR, the privacy crypto of the future. Adolf Hitler? What are we talking? Adolf Hitler? Is that where we're trying to go to? Look for the Gov token. Look for government tokens. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you want the privacy crypto that the governments are going for, right? The ones that how they keep their stuff private. I mean, people have been talking about Secret Network, right? SCRT in the Cosmos ecosystem, and that one's been making some pretty damn good gains. Had some really good news in the past year, right? Coming up for it. Definitely looking like a powerhouse in the Cosmos ecosystem for privacy cryptos. XMR, the OG, right? Monero, OG of privacy cryptos. What else do we got? Yeah, I think the cool thing with Secret Network, right? Inherently private smart contracts. We got TLOS here providing privacy. And yeah, we talked about Rose, Oasis protocol. Look for the Gov token. Oh, for the protocol. Shout out to everybody. DIA Chainlink on steroids. Okay, I like that. Same investors. Okay. Good stuff, man. That's huge. That's really good. What's the market cap on that? How low of a market cap is it still? Dang, XPR built. Oh, okay. Ooh, man, watch. Hey, if you look at the cryptos that are up on the year in terms of like what you know, Blue Crew may consider powerhouse cryptos, yeah, and Metal and XPR are up there in like the top 5, top 3 of the most gains on the year. So those things are soaring. Those ecosystems are definitely looking like they're soaring, and they're holding the line, still being up percentages on the year. DC Precise, what's up, man? Good to see you. Appreciate the Blue Crew. Much love to everybody here jumping on in. The Anchor one. Look for the Gov token. The Anchor one. Okay. Will do. Shout out to everybody here. Much love to the Blue Castle. Well, much love to the Blue Castle, man. Much love to everybody here. Always support. Always appreciative and always grateful. Wayside, dude. Wayside's in here. Shout out to Wayside, man. I didn't see you dropped there. Mix. Thank you for dropping. What is that? The communities thing there on TLOS, man. I'm interested to see what that is. What does that say? Is that what's saying about the Coinbase listing there? Dude, that's such a sleep. That's the way right now, because if they're not allowing it in the US or California right now, they know this thing is going to probably be, they want you to jump through hoops. You know, sometimes it's a good thing that they want you to jump through hoops, because that means you're early on the crypto, right? SHX was a prime example of that. Prime example of you had to jump through hoops, had to go through Coinbase, then go to KuCoin or whatever, right? And then get your SHX and then just hope that the best would happen. Hell, man, they did a great mind game on that crypto, you know, having it go from double zeros to pennies to triple zeros. That was brutal. Yeah, we found some great stuff in the trash today, and let's go through it. Let's go through our DIA, 84 mil market cap. Nice. I like 84 mil market cap. That's good, dude. That's not bad. I'm thinking $40 plus. SCRT has upside, but my portfolio is smaller. This B run, nice, Ronin. Good concentrated focus, like a Ronin warrior that you are, man. You're just like, this blade comprises of just 2 cryptos. And this blade will slash and take profits during the bull cycle. TLOS is available on Uniswap via Polygon. He's such a Ronin now, like after so many years of being in bear cycle and just buying deep breads of just like finding all these gems of cryptos. He's just like in his Zen state. Ronin's now like hit his like Zen prime state in his crypto in his crypto career right here, man. Hell yeah. That's the best, dude. That's the best. TLOS is available on Uniswap via Polygon at a glance. Not sure about the liquidity. Yeah. I don't know about the liquidity on Uniswap, but I just like that in the past week we have access. Like, hopefully liquidity is coming now that we have access to it through Coinbase, right? Just swapping USDC into TLOS and bam, there we go. That's all we got to do. Don't have to go to Uniswap. Don't have to do any Ethereum swaps or anything like that. FYI, if you all want to check in there. Oh, is that so that's a communities thing for TLOS, like a talk or something? But yeah, I like once again, I like that we can get it on Coinbase now. Uphold is part of its ecosystem. I don't know if it's available to buy on Uphold, but I like that I like that it's there. I like Anchor, ANKR being part of its partners. I like Subquery token being connected with it. Excited to see. It's a young crypto. We just had, this one's going to take some patience. Let's just hope the bull cycle, it can make a nice little run, get us 15 cents, right? Just give us a nice little 3x TLOS. I'm not asking for much. Public X group thing, nice, cool. I'll have to check those out, man. I'm going to be definitely keeping up with some TLOS from here on out. But anyways, guys, let me go through the deep reds one more time. Appreciate everybody. Much love to the Blue Crew, and we're going to be adding new cryptos to the list here: DIA, SD, ABT, GOV, I think, LL, Dent, ARR, and then a lot or Alaf, right? Okay, we have SLF. Self-chain's been up 58%. Evernode's been up 43%. Expector has been up 42%. Agent layer, we talked about this, deep reds across the board, now 35 up, 35% up in the past 7 days. Going into the deep red, Spawn, SPON, Spheron, Network, Community Powered Data Center AI, 43 million, market cap at 4 cents, negative 33% down in the past 7 days, 1 billion supply. Edge Matrix Chain at 001, negative 98% down, 1 billion supply. TLOS, star of the day here at 5 cents, negative 74% down, 355 million supply. No VC funding, no ICO. Let's go. Deflationary. Only going to be 355 million. Best of luck. Let's see what goes down. Dragon Chain at a penny, 433 million, negative 56% down in the past 90 days. Just a tad bit up on the year, and I think it has more room to go, man. I'm excited to see what Dragon Chain's going to do in this bull cycle, man. It's going to change lives. I really feel it. Root Network, negative 89% down, 002, 12 billion supply. We got NAI at negative 62% down at 001. Port X, plus 12% in the past 7 days, starting to show signs of life, which was, we kind of needed that. We kind of needed that with Port X because it was just right across the board for multiple weeks. Now we get a little bit of signs of life, and I hope this is a continuation. We got to see it go from 007 to 009, now at 008. Excited for Port X. Chainport is the name. And then Cellframe, Layer Zero Crypto, 30 million supply, 21 cents. Yep, no more SEC, dude. America's Crypto, DRGN, let's go. Tokenizing their patents, let's go, man. I'm maturing. You've been crushing for years. Shout out to you, man. Bullish on Dragon Chain. Let's go, Tim Shea. Shout out to the Ronin experience, by the way, guys. Much love. The Anchor one. Let's go. ANKR looking good. Not gonna lie. Band and Anchor are kind of being forgotten ones around here, just because they're kind of like complementary cryptos. They're not like the ones that like, oh, they're going to change the whole game, but maybe they are. Maybe those complementary cryptos, these bridge cryptos or these Oracle cryptos, maybe those are the ones that are actually the most useful and the ones that we want the most. Dude, poor Gala, man. Who knows what, like, is Gala, if you're saying Gala is dead, I believe you. I haven't looked into Gala for a good bit because I'm just waiting to see what the bull cycle is going to do. Are they going to invite Kings of Leon again and have another Gala experience? Dude, when they did that, I think you remember, Ronan. If not, I know Blue Crew does. When they did that, I was saying this is kind of leaving a salty taste in my mouth. I don't like that they're doing this type of big-ass showcase, trying to act like they're bigger than they really are, right? Like, how much money was spent in that scam of a show? Dude, Gala may be like the next Big Connect in a way in terms of the gaming coins, man. Yeah, dude, it's crazy, dude. It's crazy. I really hope the best for Gala, but it's not looking, I mean, Ronan's harping on it here, but dude, yeah, Gala Films, Gala Music, what, dude? Once again, show that you're good with that one utility first. Show that you can master one utility first. Show that you can release the games on time. Show that you can release what you're, crazy stuff, dude. But they did it. Hey, they did. Businessmen know how to business, dude, and they know how to make money off the people. They certainly did off a lot of us, man. What's up, Spencer Blackburn? But hey, let's see what the bull cycle does. Let's see what the bull cycle does. If a crypto's even dead or we hate it, it still somehow finds some life in the bull cycle, man. You can get one. This reality is ridiculous, you guys. Like every day now with the media, people are over the top reacting to stuff. Here, wait, I got to make sure. Okay, we got enough battery. People are so reactive right away over like, what have you done for me lately? Like, you make a little mistake yesterday, I hate you today, right? Like, that's the way that they communicate things. But if you did something great like a week ago, I've forgotten about that. I just remember what you did yesterday. And then if you do something great tomorrow, I'll praise you for it the next day, right? And then say, hey, you've always been great. I don't know what I was saying the week before. That doesn't matter anymore, right? Feels like a sports media type of thing. And that's the way like people feel like with cryptos sometimes. TLOS is a good project. Okay. Francisco Diaz, I appreciate you shouting out from Texas there. I liked RZR though. Okay. What was RZR, man? What was is that Razor? Or is that something with associated with Gala there? But yeah, I mean, to be a Ronin, to be a ninja, to be Zen, dude, to just be Zen and keeping your cool during the volatility of this market and knowing when the reds are there and it's deep, deep reds, those are opportunities calling. And that's when, that's when I'm buying. I'm not buying a single crypto in the bull cycle. Not buying a single crypto. I've been buying up to this point. I've been sacrificing things up to this point. I am enjoying this bull cycle when it comes, man. Razor, the Gala Films show. Oh, okay, right on. Nice. Alrighty, guys. Much love to the Blue Crew. Appreciate everybody here. We're getting some Port X. We're getting some TLOS. Definitely got some TLOS today. When I was looking up some of the news in the past week, I was like, ooh, I like this little update for this low cap crypto. Okay. Now we're on Coinbase, TLOS. Now we're on Coinbase. Let's go. Obviously still like, the major cap cryptos, man, but we got some good ones today. Guys, appreciate the 25 likes, or if we can, on the way out here. If we can get 50 likes for this video, once again, we're doing what nobody else does, man. We talk about close to maybe, 20, 30, 40, 50, hundreds of tokens a day, a week, and we try to just keep it on the tokens. We don't try to talk about talking heads or he said this, she said that, right? Is what are the tokens doing? Where's their value at right now? How quick can we get a turnaround? How long do we have to wait, right? Wonderful times, and good vibes with the Blue Crew. Another day, another dollar, another crypto. Much love to the Blue Crew. And once again, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not a pro trader, and I'll never tell you what to do. I am always wrong, but the Blue Crew is always right. It's the worst show with the best community, and I am always grateful. Thank you, Blue Crew. Thank you, Green Giants. Thank you, Deep Red Alliance. The future is distributed ledger technology, and the future is bright. Our future is bright. We got the golden eye, and we keep it crypto. I'll keep trying if you guys keep trying. And I'll see you stacking up blue bricks, blue roses, letting blue dragons flying around. I'll see you in that freaking blue castle. Much love. Adios.